when you see this stream.
This is just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Really speaks to the quality of storytelling we're going to experience tonight.
I can't fix it. I'm just gonna have to leave it open.
You can close it, and that'll make it go back to the regular.
Okay.
It speaks to
won't.
the quality of storytelling
it's
we're going
just-
to experience tonight.
I can't fix it. I'm just gonna.
I might
leave
have to,
it
like,
open. I'm gonna
Just close-
refresh.
Yeah, just close the tab and join again. All right, Jake, you have a character sheet waiting for you to fill in.
Huh. Alright, so I just changed my name. So if you look on the D20, where my name used to be, that's my character's name.
Ishiro Kenshin. That is the most weeaboo fucking name I've ever seen.
You're welcome.
You just took the names of two major
Where my name used
protagonists,
to be, that's
two
my
different shows,
character's
and
name.
put them together. Ishiro Kenshin.
Random name generator, I swear.
Oh my god.
Random name generator created by a Weaboo.
Just so
I
Josh
posted the Twitch stream chat into the Gmail.
Alright, thanks, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys have just
Pull it up
gotten-
and feel free to take a peek at it. I'm actually proud of what I threw together real quick.
Okay. I have faith in you, Jake. Oh my god, Jake, why?
Link it.
I did. It's in the Gmail chat.
Can you link it to Skype?
That's precious, Jake. I'm glad I know friends like you. Did you do that in Photoshop, or did you just do that in MS Paint?
No, I threw it all together in OBS, the Twitch software.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I took like 5 hours the other night and learned how to use it.
Sounds about right.
So I set a background image, did a window capture on the chat, added the text myself, and then all the pictures you had as all white. So I was able to just set white to a transparency, and then I just moved it onto that piece of paper that the background's holding, so it looks like a drawing.
Yeah, sounds like you're on your way to becoming a pro graphic designer.
Right. I did all this without even opening Paint. MLG graphics design.
Alright, so your characters have just gotten off of their summer break. It's the first week of classes at Hashimane Academy in Mega Tokyo.
Much bigger than regular.
What's everybody's ages? What's the age spread I'm looking at right now?
I'm whatever age Kane's character is.
Okay.
I don't know. I was put at 15, but I think I might change it to 16.
Hey, I'm 16.
I'll be 14. Because it's
I
funny.
shall be 16.
Well, then I'll just stay 15.
Okay, so
I'm
we got a handful of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Is anybody a senior at 17?
Nah, man.
I'll be a senior.
I'll be a senior at 14.
Are you that smart? Is your clever approach like through the roof?
Yeah, actually, yes. My beta knows no bounds.
No, I think it's funny if you're a freshman.
Alright, I'll be a freshman.
Because all the fucking freshman hair magnet that all the older girls fall for.
This is a terrible idea.
Oh my god, is it?
Also, I've decided that my character has the exact same voice that I do.
What?
Oh my god, yes! He's like this 14-year-old hero magnet boy with that voice.
Alright,
Is my voice that amusing? Wow.
That's so perfect.
so we're gonna for the sake of the stream and for the sake of everybody else, we're gonna do a quick little round robin character introduction where you
Can we
say
stop
your
for a second? I need to know why my voice is so funny.
I don't think it's your voice that's funny. I think
Because
it's the fact that your little 14-year-old
Yeah,
girl sounds like a
14-year-old
27-year-old dude.
I'm joking. Okay, calm down.
you're gonna get literal explanations every single time, Kane. You know better. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna need everybody to go around robin, introduce your character with their full name, their age, and what people know about them at the school. What's okay for people to know about you. So, because if you have like secrets or special powers, you probably don't want to go around advertising that. Or else you could be kidnapped, thrown into a van, and locked away in some dark cell somewhere in the Tokyo underground.
You just cut out, Moses.
I did?
You're fine to me.
Okay.
Maybe it's just me then. Good thing I can still hear you.
Mm-hmm. So, let's start with Angel.
Okay. My character's name is Hoshi Tomodachi. She prefers to go by Hoshi-kun. She's 15-year-old cute bruiser. Her parents own a well-known boxing dojo / kawaii collectibles shop. And she basically just wants to become strong so she can protect her friends and unite the world with the power of friendship. So she's gonna be and try to be like everybody's friend. She's pretty intense and does everything with super passion. Everything.
Everything.
Kane, who are you playing?
Give me for 1 second. I'm writing my stunt.
That's exactly who he's
All
playing.
right, then we'll skip ahead. Go ahead and Jake, describe your character for us.
I am playing Kane Hitori. She is a shrine maiden wearing her shrine outfit to school in place of the school uniform. She's very meek, very gentle, very, very friendly and loving, kind of almost mother to the group. She's very inclusive, very patient, and it's really hard to kind of wear on her patience. It's no secret to everybody that she, definitely treats Kazuma, Kimagori, with a lot of preference, usually doing a lot of very nice things for him. It's kind of an unspoken crush, although she's never really mustered the gumption to go for it. Any kind of sass or anything like that to her, it really just rolls off her shoulder, very easygoing, but definitely is very dedicated to her craft as a shrine maiden and her duties at the Kimagori Shrine. That's really about it so far.
All right, Kane, are you finished up? Take that as a no. All right.
I didn't write out my backstory. Was I supposed to do that?
I'm here.
Okay.
I only briefly did it.
Was
I
I
haven't
supposed to
really
write my
developed
backstory?
it.
Because I did not do that.
I am Kazuma Kimagori. I'm a freshman. He is known as the Demon Heir. I'm sorry, the Demon Prince of Kimagori. He is a young, super beta, super meek little bitch of a person
Jeez.
that is honestly the youngest heir to one of the most powerful Yakuza organizations in Mega Tokyo. As a result, he is surrounded at all times by invisible bodyguards.
Wait.
Remove.
This is all information that we know about you?
Nope. I'm just okay. Never mind. He's
Stuff we don't.
my
Stuff
bad.
we don't know.
Okay, in that case, he's an heir of something, some kind of company. I'm going to go with fishmongers. Let's go with fishmongers.
You love your fishmongers for your characters, Kay.
Yeah. We're going to go with the
We'll go mong
Kimagori.
some fishes.
We'll go with the Kimagori Fishing Group. Will be the official name.
It's the name of the cover.
Yeah. He's meek and doesn't really talk to anybody because he's afraid of everyone all the time.
Oh.
Also note that Kane is always found within about close proximity to him.
And he doesn't know who the hell that chick is.
Liar! We're childhood friends, you fool.
Yeah, they're childhood friends.
You fool.
Baka!
I was like, don't you take my trope away from me. I've been practicing. Kazuma-kun, notice me.
It's gonna be hard to keep a monotone throughout this entire thing.
Leah, who are you playing?
My character's name is Kenji Takahashi.
There's like 3K names.
Yeah, man. The best names.
Usually how it works.
That's happened in my Pathfinder campaign too.
Yeah, sorry about that.
He is a delinquent. Does not really care about school, but he goes because his dad's told him to go to school. The right thing to do. Kenji doesn't really like people. So he's just normally living around, I don't know, in a stairwell somewhere, smoking a cigarette or some shit. I don't know.
Such a rebel.
Such a rebel. If you do happen to see him, his clothes are all untucked, tie is half off. His hair is always in front of his eyes. People will know that. They just won't know why. If you do
So
happen to
you're a
see him,
delinquent scene
his
kid.
clothes are a delinquent scene kid.
Oh, and I forgot, Hoshi, whatever she's wearing, she's gonna wear it with slouch socks and sneakers.
Nice.
Alright.
Alright, Becker, who are you playing?
Alright. I am Ichiro Kenshin, and I am a 17-year-old from a family of extremely brilliant scientists, yet I am seen as a kind of a mediocre person in the family because I haven't created anything of value to society
Useless.
and most of my family they've created things since they were like in middle school, so I'm kind of seen as the dummy.
Way to bring in the self-loathing.
Oh
His
yeah,
dad's the inventor of toaster strudel.
oh yeah, but
I was gonna go with Bendy Straw.
But that's okay with me because in the end, I don't give a crap about what they think, and I also love to cosplay whenever I try to invent. So there you go. What's
So
that problem?
rebellious.
You need to cosplay as like a magical girl when you're doing
Oh
it.
my god. Yes.
That actually may have to happen. You know, the only way I can invent is if I really get into character.
You're a method inventor.
Oh.
Oh boy. And Terry, who are you playing?
Alright, I'm playing Akira Moto.
Akira?
Akira.
Okay.
Short 16-year-old girl with very large doll eyes, kind of dead look. She's the class representative for the sophomore class, no, junior class. Very hard-nosed, very strict, always trying to get people to follow the rules, to do things in the right way. She is hell-bent on becoming the student class or the student council president as soon as possible.
All right. And Steven, are you here? All right. Steven's character is a terrible, terrible person and runs around exposing her breasts to everybody.
Seriously?
Is
No,
she
I'm just
really
making
a
this-
terrible person?
I'm just making this up as I
I
go.
was like, that doesn't make her a terrible person.
It just makes her have
It is
loose
what it is.
morals.
Kenji,
Or like a pair
for
of
sure,
those
would not
lamprey
mind that.
mouths that chew people's faces. It's not a very pleasant sight.
Right.
As a future doctor,
Hashtag lamprey tits.
Oh god.
Oops,
So
I might have
begins.
added that to the stream. Sorry.
All right, so
Steven's character?
so are most of you sophomores then?
I think so.
I would be a freshman
Or-
with Gaines' character.
14,
Yeah.
15, 16, 17.
16
So,
will be junior,
I'm a
so
sophomore.
I'm a junior.
junior.
Freshman.
We got a pretty even spread then. All right. So we're gonna start off we're gonna start off the scene with a little after lunch at Hashimine Academy. The freshman class is
Recess.
is outside for physical education. And right now there's a bunch of older classmen who are currently out there on the track and field portion of the athletic complex, because it's a pretty big school with pretty well-funded what's the word for it?
Facilities?
Yeah, facilities. There you go. Pretty well-funded school with state-of-the-art facilities. They got a Olympic-sized swimming pool. They got Olympic-sized track for track and field events. And right now, some of the upperclassmen are who are also members of the track and field club are practicing at the same time that the freshman class is in the middle of PE. So we're gonna put Kane and Kazuma in the PE class together
Yay.
as part of this scene. And Angel, what are your characters like extracurriculars? Would she be a track and field person?
Maybe she probably likes to punch things.
So maybe not so much track and field.
So yeah, probably not track and field. But she has a lot of energy, so. Javelin throw.
Because
I don't know that they do that in high school, but javelin throw.
at this moment, both Ishiro and it's gonna take me a while to get all these names down. Both Ishiro and Kenji are actually out on the track right now, as well as Sosuke Okatone, who's trying to do his best to look smug and superior to everyone around him in his gym outfit.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's my character, who's not going to be played right now, but we need a in the story for continuity's sake.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is he 17?
He is 16. My character is going to be a sophomore.
Okay.
Gathered around the fences, watching the track and field practice, because quite frankly, there's a lot of attractive teenage boys running out on the track right now. There's a gaggle of girls who are there just to, for the eye candy. One of them is...
I, too, am here for the eye candy.
Yeah. Okay. One of them is Hoshi's one of Hoshi's best friends, Shoko Tomii.
Wait, what's her name? Shoko Tomi?
Shoko Tomii.
Tomii.
SHOKO TOMM or TOMII.
That's her first name?
Shoko is her first name.
Shoko, and then her.
She'd be Shoko Kun to you.
Okay, Shoko.
You have a habit of putting Kun on everything, don't you?
Yes.
Anyway, she's a younger, short, red-haired girl who's always clutching a little notebook that she's constantly scribbling in. And Hoshi, you know that she has a huge crush on both. No, you know that she has a huge crush on both Kazuma and kind of on Kenji, because Kenji's one of the bad boys,
Right.
and that's kind of appealing, especially for a impressionable young sophomore girl in high school. So that's the current scene. I'll let you guys run with that for a moment before something is going to happen.
Okay, so Kane being a freshman, what activity is her PE class doing?
Jumping jacks.
Jumping jack. So they're doing their warm up thing. Guys, feel free to shout out what you think people should be doing in each scene.
Jumping jacks!
Yeah. Okay. So you're right in the middle of your warm up routine on the jumping jack section.
All right.
We'll be running laps, and I know that bent over like knuckle dragging run you do when you're in the back of the pack, and they're like dying.
Yeah.
That's what Kazuma's doing.
So
Kane's gonna like breathe deeply, find her chi, and just dust the pack, loop around the track, and then help Kazuma finish cross the finish line.
Okay. In order to like pass all the actual people on track and field, you're gonna have to do some. You're gonna have to give me an approach of some sort that lets you do that.
All right. So new to Fate, so you're gonna have to run me through how I do this, but.
You pick an approach, you roll 40F plus your bonus.
Okay. So I am going to center my chi because I believe my body is a temple, and thus I am actually in fairly decent athletic shape. And just get on the blocks, and the next time they let loose, I'm gonna go for a mildly invigorating run, partially showing off, partially to just push myself to my limit on speed. You never know whenever you need to be as fast and warmed up as possible.
Okay, so what approach are you taking?
I'm going to take a quick approach.
Okay. Roll it.
I got a 1.
Okay. Whoa, you did something weird. You rolled 60F.
Oh,
I don't
is
even
that just
see
2
it.
automatic successes I add onto it?
No.
Oh.
Go to roll 20 and roll it in roll 20.
Oh
For what?
boy. Alright, I'll have to reset the chat on the stream then. Okay, so roll 4DF plus 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, that roll's mine, so ignore it, Moses.
Okay,
Yo,
I
I'm
got 2.
back.
Hey, Steven. Steven, and the freshman class is currently doing PE outside, as well as the upperclassmen members of the track and field club who are currently training. And then there's a small gaggle of girls on the other side of the fence who have gathered to watch the pretty boys run around the track.
Let's
So
see.
who's supposed to be running around the track?
What?
Who's running around the track?
Right now, out of the PCs, it's you, Kane, Kazuma, and Sosuke.
Kenji is walking and smoking a cigarette.
And am I on the side?
You're gonna light up a cigarette in the middle of school.
Why the hell not?
Okay.
Which one's Kane's character? What's his name?
Kazuma.
Kazuma. What's he doing?
Kazuma is lagging behind the rest of the pack as part of his PE class, dragging his feet and getting lapped by everybody right now.
All right, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna cheer for him.
Okay, back to what Kane is doing. So Kane starts to pour on the speed and starts pulling ahead, and everybody kind of watched in awe as she overtakes 2 of the upperclassmen track runners, and she's coming up on Sosuke Okatone, who sees her, and he's not going to let her win. They start racing neck and neck, just pushing themselves faster and faster until they break out, and both of them are sprinting. Kenji, these 2 students come rushing by
Yes,
you.
awesome. Okay, I would like to roll to sneakily do something and make it so Sosuke
Mm-hmm.
trips over something. Do I have to roll
Alright,
sneaky for that?
You gonna roll a sneaky approach?
40F, right? Like, it could just be air.
So is that one what you got?
Yes?
Okay. You guys see Sosuke tumble.
Yes!
Or stumble. He doesn't tumble. He just stumbles and trips up for a moment, like he caught his athletic shoe on the track. But he lags behind for a couple of steps and then keeps right on Kane's tail. Kazuma, you see Kane, your childhood friend, just take off way ahead, and you're breathing hard, you're feeling shitty, you're lagging behind everybody, and she's sprinting off in front of you, and you, huffing and puffing, starting to wheeze, come by the fence
Do
where
it,
all
Kazuma-kun!
and this gorgeous, how old is your character, Steven?
How old's Kazuma?
14.
He's 14, he's a freshman.
14.
Okay, so this gorgeous freshman girl with what color is your hair?
Red.
With like long red twin
long
ponytails.
Long red ponytails, about like 4'11".
Dear God.
And pretty well endowed for a 14-year-old.
Yeah, I'd say about B's.
Really?
Is that well endowed for a 14-year-old?
No.
No. I thought he
No.
was gonna go bigger than that because of circumstances. But
That
okay.
comes later.
Anyway.
don't understand.
Anyway, this gorgeous
You will
girl who you've never seen before, Kazuma, is cheering you on.
I'm gonna kind of give a half-hearted wait, and then I'll realize, wait, what's your character's name again, Jake?
Kane?
All right. Oh, Kane's gone. Yes, and then I'll slowly just kind of huff and puff at a diagonal direction from the track, and find the nearest bench.
As I come lapping around, I'm gonna like try and grab his hand and be like, "No, you have to finish the laps. Come on."
Sosuke is going to take advantage of you veering off the track to just sprint past you, and he hits like the 100-meter mark again, and slows down and turns around and makes sure that he is the one who got there first, and everybody knows.
Yeah,
Can I roll again?
I'm moving at whatever speed
Roll
I got.
at an advantage for him not paying attention.
You are nowhere near him right now,
Oh, good.
because you're
I'm
still
moving
walking,
at
smoking a cigarette.
I'm moving at whatever speed I can convince Kazuma to go at, being very insistent that he should at least participate.
I'll go and do it, but by the time the finish line gets hit, she's literally dragging me. Like,
It doesn't seem to affect her at all. She like applauds him and cheers him on for just finishing.
yeah, the last like 45 feet, it's just like a giant dirt trail as he's dragging my little buddy.
Kenji, you hear one of the coaches, one of the PE instructors, blow their whistle and point at you and start shouting, and he starts yelling, "Mr. Takahashi, what is that in your mouth?"
The cigarettes, sir.
What? Get over here!
We'll go over to the teacher, still smoking the cigarette.
He does.
Slowly at my leisure.
Yeah. As you walk over, he storms over to you and makes to snatch the cigarette out of your mouth.
Whoa. I move? I dodge that? I just kind of lean. Just lean.
All right. So,
Hey, man.
are you gonna take like a quick approach to avoid his forceful snatch?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. What's my quick two? Oh, man. And burn his fingers on my cigarette.
No. Something else happens. When you tie on an attack.
You gonna finish? You did that thing, Moses.
No. I'm looking it up right now. When you tie on an attack, the attack doesn't harm the target or accomplish what you wanted, but you gain a boost.
I gain a boost?
No, the attacker gains a boost.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
So he doesn't manage to snatch the cigarette from your lips, but you do have to dodge back pretty hard to avoid his meaty paw swiping through the air. 'Cause this guy's a pretty beefy guy. He's a PE teacher, and you step back and you kind of stumble a bit, and you're thrown off balance. And he sees this, and he comes over to just basically bodily haul you off the ground. But it is your turn to take an action.
God. Where are we? On the track, right? But am I near any, like, things, hurdles, anything?
There were no hurdles on the track. There are some random track and field equipment laying around. They basically drug everything out for an extended practice later today, and people are still like bringing out like the hurdles, the shot puts, the.
Can there be a hurdle near me then? Can I cleverly maneuver myself like under the hurdle, but like in such a way that I let him get close to me, and then like I'm under it and he's not, can't move in enough time? Does that make sense?
So you want to create yourself an advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you gonna do? What approach are you gonna use to do?
Can I use clever for that? For my quick thinking skills?
Sure.
Okay. Damn.
Oh man.
Okay, so as you're stumbling back, you let yourself fall to the ground, but you roll underneath and turn it into a roll and roll underneath one of the stacks of hurdles. As he comes rushing at you, he's forced to stop as there's suddenly a bunch of obstacles in the way, and you pop up on the other side. And he says, "Takahashi!"
I'm gonna turn around and like run off in the opposite direction.
All right, roll quick.
Why?
To run. You're running now.
Still a pretty good run.
Yeah, as he's the PE teacher ends up smashing right through the hurdles, knocking them all to the ground. He trips and stumbles for a moment. You gain a clear lead on him, and you're sprinting as fast as you can for where are you going?
Up the stairs.
Up the stairs for like the bleachers and stuff.
Yeah, to sit down. God, it takes a lot out of you to run and smoke at the same time. I'm out of breath, man.
Yeah, you're like, and then you're just leaving a trail of cigarette smoke. Finally, the cigarette just falls out of your mouth.
Yeah,
and the PE teacher is just like, ah, coming after you with the big, goofy, exaggerated facial expressions and
Who's Kane?
the pulsing vein on his forehead. Kane is Jake's character.
Okay.
The Shrine Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like get to the bench and like sit down and like a little salute.
So you're just gonna sit down and let him catch you?
Why is this PE teacher not paying attention to the class?
Because you're smoking and he's trying to catch you.
I'm not smoking anymore.
You were?
I'm not anymore.
Doesn't matter. You broke school rules. He was coming after you.
I guess I'm gonna continue to run then. We're just gonna be.
Okay, so
around the track, then.
you start sprinting up the stairs, and everybody has kind of stopped to see the commotion and what's going on. Kane makes a comment.
See that.
And while everybody is paying attention to this, who among you have any points into the careful approach?
Yo.
I have all the points.
I have all the points.
I got some of the points.
Mike,
What is
careful,
everybody's
my
careful
zero.
scores?
Zero.
No. Okay, if you have a
not
1 or a
one.
0, don't say anything. Anybody with a 2 or more in careful.
3.
2. Kane wins.
All right, Ishiro, you're in the middle of calculus or something, AP calculus or something like that, because you're a smart kid. You're taking the AP courses.
In Japan, all calculus is AP calculus.
Probably.
But the AP courses are enough for my parents being super AP.
Anyway, looking out the these equations and derivatives are just like child's play for you. So you finish your assignment ahead of everybody else in the class, and you're lazily and bored looking out the window of your classroom when you see something flash in the sky and start to fall at an incredible speed towards the ground. It looks like it's heading towards the athletics complex. Kazuma,
Yeah.
being one of the only people who's halfway not paying attention to the commotion with Takahashi-san and Sensei, you're huffing and puffing, trying to recover from running like less than a mile, and you turn and you see something bright flash through the sky, and it seems like it's heading right for the track and field. Kane's asking you if you want some water.
I'll take the water, say thank you, and then grab her wrist and slowly kind of like drag her away from the middle of the track. There you go.
Your emote.
There you go.
You drag her away from the track, and whatever this thing is, it streaks overhead. Not many people see it, and streaks overhead past the fence where all those girls are gathered around. And there's a sudden boom that shakes the ground and knocks everybody to their ass. Big dust cloud shoots up in the air.
I'm gonna, whenever I hit the ground, I'm gonna spring to my feet rather quickly, but not too quickly that people catch on that I'm actually pretty good at that.
Alright, on the other side of the fence, we have Hoshi, who's standing with the rest of the girls. We're gonna rewind for like about 30 seconds. So what's Hoshi been doing this whole time on the?
I wasn't really sure because I wasn't really sure where I was.
You're on the other side of the fence with your friend Shoko and a couple other girls who are all fawning over the upperclassmen.
I was probably. Did we? I was probably trying to be nosy, kind of looking in her notebook to see what she was writing down.
Oh, okay. So you look over Shoko's shoulder, and she's staring at both Kimagori-san and Takahashi-san, and she's got like she's written the initials for both their names and like put a little heart around it. It's like
Is she shipping us?
Right.
she's shipping you.
Like Imagori-san and Takahashi-san?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
It's Kane's character, right?
Huh?
I'm gonna look
Who's
at that.
Kimagori-san?
Kane's character.
Kane's character. Okay. Weird.
I'm gonna look at that and like burst into laughter and be like, "That is so great!" Like overly loud.
She sees you and like clutches the notebook to her chest and like blushes and she's like, Hoshi-kun, don't read my journal.
How far away are they from me?
You are nowhere near because you ran off because you were being chased by.
I'm going upstairs.
No, you're up the bleachers. You're running the hell away from the PE teacher right now.
Who is clearly letting the rest of this class go to pot.
There's more than one PE teacher.
Okay. And it's like, and I'm like, what she said, don't read her journal.
Yeah, he's like, why are you reading my journal?
I wasn't reading it. I was interpreting it.
She's like, and she's like, looks so embarrassed. She's like, it's private.
Whatever. It's not like I went and told. I don't remember their names, so I'm just gonna say Kazuma-kun or Kenji. Couldn't.
She looks mortified and her eyes go wild and she's like, "You wouldn't."
Of course not. We're best friends. But
And she's like, "It's like okay, but just don't be so nosy, Hoshi." And then that's when something streaks overhead, like right over top of the two of you, and there's a massive shockwave that knocks both of you off your feet.
I scream like, "Watch out!" And I like throw her on the ground really and jump over, cover her I'm trying.
All right, you slam Shoko to the ground
Whoops.
and kind of pin her there, and there's a huge amount of dust and debris that just get kicked up and cover the area. You can't see more than like a foot in front of your face, and you all around you hear teenage girls screaming. You hear the PE coaches blowing their whistles. It's just madness and chaos. And it looks like Shoko is kind of in shell shock right now, and she's like, "Hoshi-san, can you get off me? What happened?"
I jump up and I'm like, I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. But then I kind of awkwardly try to jump over the little gate that's separating
No.
us from.
The crater is on your side of the fence.
Oh.
Real quick,
All right. Well,
as an
well,
interjection,
Mhm.
Kane is going to offer her hand to pick Kazuma up and kind of be standing real close to him as they discuss what's going on. And after about 30 seconds, realizes she's still holding his hand, and her face gets all red and a little bit of steam comes out of her ears, and she's going to let her hand go, but she's going to lead him up to the bleachers where they can get a better view of what happened.
Yeah, and the sudden explosion has taken the PE sensei's attention away from Takahashi, and he starts running back over to the rest of the students on the other side of the fence. So it looks like everybody on the track and field side is okay. Just they kind of fell over.
Is any classes out?
Yeah. They're currently making an announcement over the PA. You don't really hear it, Ishiro, because you're so absorbed in what's happening outside. Back to Hoshi and Shoko. You start heading through the dust cloud, and Shoko starts following behind you. She's got a hand on. She's holding the hem of your skirt, basically, so she doesn't lose you.
Mhm.
And she's clutching her notebook to her chest, looking like Velma if you were the Freddy in this situation. Steven, your character Maki is also on the other side of the fence when this happened. What are you doing?
Nobody likes a fucking snitch.
I see this, and
What the hell?
I'm watching intently. And then I'm gonna whenever I'm watching, whenever I see Kane and Kazuma start running to the bleachers, I'm gonna just start kind of making my way over there, trying to not make a big deal. But I'm gonna look shocked, like, oh, what happened?
So are you gonna actually hop the fence?
Sure.
It's about a 8-foot tall fence. Nobody can see
where's
you
the
right
door?
now though because of the dust cloud, and you can't see more than a foot in front of your face.
I'll try to. Yeah, I'll hop the fence.
All right, give me an approach that'll let you do that.
Is there how far away is the nearest gate? Just gate to get through it.
You have no idea because you can't see.
All right, then I'm just gonna try to I'm just gonna climb up it. Just use that 4'10" upper body strength.
Okay, so are you making a quick, careful, or forceful?
Probably
thing?
forceful.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, Machi.
Yeah, you make it to the top of the fence, And then as you flip over the top of it, you tumble over it by accident because your skirt gets of your school uniform gets caught on something and tears and ends up coming off as you fall down on the other side. It's hard.
How high is it?
8 feet.
I look at it for a second. Look down. So it tore off, right?
Yeah. It's at the top of the fence. It got caught on one of the chain link twists.
Oh,
All right.
Machi.
Am I wearing sleeves?
Let's see. The school the school uniform is one of those like Haruhi Suzumiya looking sailor outfit things. So yes, you have on a long sleeve blouse.
Oh, we'll have to redesign.
You know what? I'm gonna ignore it.
Just own it, Steven. Just own it.
Just own it, yeah.
Just act like it happened in the accident.
Yep, it happened in the accident.
Yeah, you do look pretty scuffed up too, so it's plausible.
Yep.
And,
just
you're gonna
keep on the bleachers.
wander towards where you last saw Kazuma and Kane.
As I see, this dust cloud, and I see Maki come out, Kane's expression is just gonna deaden, and she's gonna have like a slight scowl on her face, and she's gonna and she's gonna immediately cover Kazuma's eyes.
I really appreciate the side RP you got going on in the chat box, and I really wish you guys played that out really quick.
All right.
What's
so
wrong, Kane? I don't understand. What are you doing?
When I see this and see that she's covering my eyes, I can just start coughing. I got tons of stuff in my lungs. I'm gonna fall onto my knees, and make it look like I can't see very well. And I'm like, oh, what happened? Is anyone there?
I'm gonna be I'm gonna mutter under my breath like, what a little skeeving Kazuma. You don't need to see this. This is inappropriate.
Who?
And I'm gonna take off one of the outer shawls of the Shrine Maiden cloak and kind of toss it over this little naked stick. I'm gonna throw it over her and be like, a lady should have her modesty, and toss it on her.
But
all right, I'm gonna.
You're taking off clothes. What are you?
Thank you, and I'm gonna take it and stand up, and
I'm still covering Kazuma.
Jake, you get a fate point because I think that was one of your aspects, wasn't it?
It was my trouble, but also the meek maiden is an aspect, yeah.
Oh no, I thought a lady must have modesty. Modesty was one of your aspects.
Nope, that's my trouble.
Well, that's still an aspect.
Yep. Okay, then yeah.
But you're gonna have to. But I'm gonna, in order to take that fate point, you're gonna also have to kind of help Maki out in this situation.
Okay. I'll show her a bit of compassion because everybody else is kind of all freaking out, but I'm definitely trying to obscure as much of Kazuma's vision of her as possible.
all right.
And if I'm showing a little bit of bra strap, that's not so bad either.
Let's see. Akira Moto.
Mm-hmm.
You're a senior, right?
She's a junior.
No,
She's
junior.
the class
Sorry.
rep for junior
You're
class.
right. You're junior class representative. You're in class right now. You heard the loud thud outside and felt the floor of the building shake as you're standing in it. But you can't see it because you're nowhere near a window right now. You also felt a weird tingle in the back of your head.
Okay.
And I'm going to send you a little... Actually, no. You just feel a weird tingle right now.
Okay.
Something weird's going on.
Was there an announcement made whenever the thing collided with the ground?
Yeah, about a minute afterwards, the principal's voice comes on over the PA and tells all the students to please remain in their classrooms and await further instruction.
Um, raise my hand, ask the teacher if I can go to the restroom.
The teacher says, "No, says, I'm sorry, Miss Moto, but we need to stay indoors. We don't have any idea what's happening."
None of the windows look out over the field, I'm guessing.
Not in the current room that you're in. You're in one of the like inside classrooms.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to plead with her, like saying, "You know who I am. What's the teacher's name? Doesn't matter."
You come up with something. Then say
Yamata Sensei.
Yamada Sensei.
Yes, your mother
Japan
said
Sensei.
Japan Sensei.
Yeah, Yamada Sensei. Please, like I really wanted to ask earlier, but I was just so engrossed with your enthralling lecture that I couldn't stand to be away for any amount of time. But you know who I am, you know what position I hold. I'm not going to do anything to harm my standing with the professors here.
and it's gonna be a she. She's gonna say that may be true, but it's my job to make sure that you don't come to any harm. Sounded like an explosion outside.
What harm could I come to? I'm just going to the restroom, just down the hall. Be back momentarily.
You're gonna have to try and convince her somehow with a roll.
Yep, we'll do clever.
All right. So, what's the clever approach you're taking?
The convincing whining, which is not going to work. Apparently.
Yeah. She tells you she says, "Miss Moto, please have a seat."
In your hand.
Alright, I do so.
Back to Hoshi and Shoko. You guys, are you headed straight for whatever the impact site, I guess?
Absolutely.
All right. Make a roll to try and find your way there. What approach are you taking?
I'm probably going to use clever.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. If you can think of a clever way to figure out how to get to the center of this crater.
I'm going to remember what it was like, the area was like before the crater and the dust, and kind of use my footing to kind of help me judge where I am.
That sounds fantastic. Go for it.
40, clever 2, okay. And I fail!
Yeah, you,
I make sure I explain how cleverly I'm going to do it first, and then this happens.
Shoko just kind of says, "Oh, okay, but shouldn't we be going, away from whatever it was?"
I'm like, no, nonsense. We have to figure out what this is. They might never give us a chance if we don't go now. Don't worry. It'll be safe. I'll just use my...
Yeah, and then you just take off and start walking in a direction that you're sure is the right way. And you actually tear away from Shoko for a moment, and the next thing you know, you hear her calling out. It's like, Hoshi! Hoshi, where did you go?
And then I kind of look in a circle and realize it's just dust. Yeah. And I'm like, I found myself in a predicament!
So yeah, for the next minute, you two are doing a Marco Polo thing, except it's Hoshi Shoko. And
Hoshi Shoko.
Yeah, you think you're closing in on where she is because you hear her go like, Hoshi, ow, and you hear a thump, and he's like, and then you hear like, Hoshi, I tripped over something. I'm over here.
Okay. Can I move toward her, or is it?
Yeah, you can move towards her now.
Okay, I will.
The ground here starts to slope downward, and you and it kind of slides under your feet because it's loose, and you think you've entered a crater of some sort.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue to move towards her, like I guess deeper into the crater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You continue deeper towards the crater, and you make out like the faint outline of two things. One of them looks like maybe like the silhouette of a little girl sitting on the ground, or not a little girl, but like a teenage girl sitting on the ground. The other thing is this weird kind of Nike swoop shape that's just jutting up out of the ground. About 3 feet tall. And once again, you hear Shoko's voice come out and say, "Hoshi, Hoshi, are you there? There's something here."
So she's not near that?
She is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
I think she's the teenage girl silhouette who's sitting on the ground.
Okay. Wave your hands.
She starts waving her hands, and you see her.
Okay, and I move toward
her. You brush the dust, like you start waving your hands in front of your face to like kind of clear out the dust, and then towards the center of the crater, it started to settle down a moment, and you see Shoko like on her knees, like right before this weird metallic green Nike swoop shape. It has a bunch of like lines in it, like it has some kind of metallic paneling on the outside of it, and she's just like, "Hoshi, what is this?"
I have no idea.
And she reaches out to touch it.
Well,
why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah. I won't let her touch it, but I'm gonna touch it.
Well, you walk towards her to grab her hand before she touches, but you're still a couple of paces away, and she reaches out and puts your hand to this metallic shape, and there's a bright flash of green light, and both of them are gone. The only thing left are a couple like fireflies, motes of green light that kind of fizzle for a moment, and then they too dissipate. There's nothing in the crater anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, Shoko-kun, and then after a couple seconds, I'm gonna be like, Shoko-kun.
Did she die?
And it zooms out really fast, and you get the speed lines into the cloud, and we cut back away to Kane, Kazuma, Takahashi, and Maki.
You missed it for us. We're still talking. Just continue. We got this.
Yeah. While you're talking around this time, you hear a voice cry out,
I'm gonna stop and point to the teacher and looks like something needs your attention, sir.
There's no teachers around you.
Oh, did the dude stop chasing me?
Yeah, he as soon as the thing hit, he ran towards the scene of what happened to try and see if anybody was hurt.
I mean, you didn't say it, so I didn't know.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention then.
But yeah, it's the four of you are in the same area right now. Because you're sitting on the bleachers, you're lighting up another cigarette because nobody's really paying attention right now.
Nah, man, I'm not lighting up another cigarette.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm trying to run up all those stairs. It's very hard. Struggle is real.
So you're listening in to everything that Kane and Maki are saying right now, Takahashi.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to catch up. It's kind of going faster than I was watching.
In the meanwhile, eventually, some of the teachers find Hoshi and lead her back to the track and field athletics, whatchamacallit, and everybody they're passing out blankets because a bunch of ambulances have arrived on the scene. There's some police cars as well, and a fire truck, and the entire thing looks like the aftermath of an earthquake or something like that. the dust starts to clear, and there's just a fairly large sized crater in the greenery outside of the athletics complex. Nothing there though. No sign of whatever could have caused it. People are the rumor mill has started, and people are saying it must have been a meteorite of some sort. At least that's what the news is reporting right now. Some people think it's a satellite that crashed. Others.
Whenever I hear that it was maybe a meteorite, I'm gonna like raise my hand and be like, "Dibs on the wish," and she's gonna close her eyes and be like, while she's making her wish.
All right. As soon as she closes her eyes, I'm gonna just straight up snuggle up to Kazuma while she's closing her eyes. Be like, Kazuma-kun, I don't know what's going on.
He's going to turn super red and immediately just kind of start being paralyzed with fear. I don't know. I gotta make a phone call, and then he'll just like run off.
So I have to use like
I
chuckle
follow after
at
him.
his discomfort.
Whenever Kane opens her eyes to see them both gone, she's gonna like take 5 seconds and be like, "That thieving bitch," and walk off.
All right. End scene for that then. Later on in the school gets let out early.
I am going to send a text to an individual about what happened.
Okay. School gets let out early. Kazuma, you are making your way to like the fastest way out of there, and there's a car waiting for you.
Yep.
Whenever Kane gets the chance, she's gonna look for him, and if she finds him, she's gonna like run up and just give him this huge hug, like glomp hug, and be like, "Kazuma, I'm so glad you're okay." And like look around for what's her name, Maki.
Yeah. You run up and you glomp hug Kazuma, and one of the guy who's holding the door open for the car says, "Young master, we need to leave."
And I'll turn to God, I keep forgetting the name, Kane, and I'll be like, "Do you need a ride to the shrine?"
And she's gonna suddenly like act all shy and kind of play around with like a leaf with her foot and be like, "Well, if it's not too much trouble."
He's going to take the silence as a no, and whenever she says it's not too much trouble, the car's already pulling off.
Dude.
I'm just gonna be chasing it. I'm gonna chase after the car for a little bit. Kazuma-kun, wait!
Yeah, and by this time you're whatever covering that Kane had has fallen off, and you're just chasing it.
No attempt to hide.
You're just chasing after the car in your panties and a blouse in front of everybody in the school.
Kenji is just like chilling up against the wall
Like,
outside the school, enjoying everything that's happening in front of him right now.
You hear a bunch of girls start laughing, a bunch of guys just like staring wide-eyed, and a bunch more people pull out their smartphone and start taking pictures. And eventually, one of the senseis like runs over to you, puts a blanket around you, and like bodily moves you towards one of the EMT vehicles.
Because clearly something's wrong.
Whenever Kane sees this happen, she's just gonna shrug because if Kazuma's not there, then there's no shame and letting her embarrass herself. She has no responsibility for her.
Back to Akriyamoto for 1 second. So you're fuming in the back of class just with your arms crossed because you haven't been allowed out, and about 3 minutes after or like a few minutes after the impact, you feel another weird feeling, and I'm gonna send you a message real quick. And while we're doing that, Ishiro Kenshin, the mad scientist in the group, you've been let out of class, and you see all the emergency vehicles parked out front. They got the disaster zone or whatever taped off, so you can't even get near it to take pictures. What are you doing right now?
Well, right now I am looking at all the vehicles, and I'm thinking, you know what? I think I should be a secret agent man right now, and let me see if I can't maybe sneak past these people, or maybe try to convince them otherwise that I am important and should be over there.
Okay.
So,
So you're gonna try and sneak your way into the emergency site.
actually, instead of being sneaky, because I have like nothing in that, only 1 point. I'm gonna try to be. I'm gonna use my clever and dress up in a suit and try to convince them that I am. One of them.
So you're gonna go walking up as like a 15-year-old guy in a suit.
Okay.
With sunglasses and an earpiece and a voice that cracks.
Yeah. Now he could probably talk his
That's
talk
not,
circle
you
around.
know, unusual in some animes.
I know, right?
I'll
always
let
the one-
you try
one
it.
genius.
This will be funny.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna work. There's no way this can go bad or wrong or any sense of the word.
No, of course not.
Oh. Okay.
So it's roll d4 f and then plus whatever our thing is. Oh crap!
Yeah.
Come on.
/R space 40F plus whatever your thing is.
Yeah, as soon as class gets out, I am as close to the crash site as possible.
The police are not gonna let you through.
As possible. Meaning
Okay,
if
so
there's a
you're just
police line,
you're just standing at the police line watching.
Yeah.
It's just an empty crater from what you can see for right now.
Okay.
Sosuke rolls out in his limousine, and he's off the scene.
Okay, I got a 3 because D20 wouldn't let me do it. So I did in Google.
Did it in Google?
Yeah, if you go to the Google chat, I rolled
Alright.
it.
Put it in Roll20 from now on. So you got a 2. All right. You go up to some police officers and like flash a badge and say that you're with the research department of blah 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 blah. Blah. And what else? What do you say to them? How are you fast talking your way through this?
Sorry, muted myself. So I go up to them and I say, "Good evening, gentlemen. What do we have here?" And when they ask me, because I'm sure they will, who I am,
Yeah, they're like looking at it, it's like, who are you supposed to be, kid?
Smith
Look at
sent me.
I look at them and say, "How dare you ask me who I am? You don't need to know who I am. I'm just from the unit."
The two of the police officers look at each other and look back at you, and they're like, we're gonna need to see some ID, fella.
The unit, 19. No, 23.
So I say, "Okay," and I start patting around my suit for my badge. And is there a way for me that I've already created something like this before any of this could have happened, or do I still?
You
need
could
time
spend
to-
a fate point to have a cosplay badge on hand.
I will do it.
All right, spend one of your fate points. You start with everybody starts with 3.
All right, so I will spend 1, and then what do I roll? Just
No, you don't roll. You're just making a declaration.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a fate point, and I'm gonna pull out my cosplay badge and say, "Here's my identification."
And and they look at it and they're like, Guyman Einstein.
Yep.
Von Einstein.
Yeah, Guyman Von Einstein. And he like shows the other guys like, what's Unit 19? I don't know. Hold on a second. And he hands you the badge back and turns and clicks on his radio and starts talking into his radio for a moment. And you see his eyebrows shoot up for a moment, and then he turns back to you and he's like, Sorry for the inconvenience, sir.
I say,
Go right on in, and he lifts the caution tape for you.
I say thank you, bow, and then I move in.
Yeah, so you've made it into the crater.
So now all I'm thinking in the back of my head is the song Secret Agent Man.
See, I secret agent.
Is anybody else sticking around? Or is everybody else leaving?
Well,
Kane is gonna-
Did they take me away already?
Kane
Yeah, they took
is
me-
going to stick around, doing like different meditation. She's gonna go find the school dojo or whatever and just do some meditation while she's trying to see what the outcome is.
Okay, so you're leaving the scene then.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be part of the what
Yeah,
happened.
I'm not at the disaster area.
So the only people at the disaster area right now are Ishiro and Akira.
Right.
Because
Yeah, 'cause I got
Maki
taken
got
away.
taken off by
I got
ambulance.
absconded with by
EMTs.
overly eager EMTs.
Right, in here.
I wonder why they did that.
Probably because you were walking around with no pants on. Just saying.
What a harlot.
I do want to walk around the taped off area to see
Yeah,
if I can find.
so Akira, you see Ishiro disguised in a business suit that you've seen him cosplay in before. He holds up his cosplay badge to the police officers, and they let him through the fucking caution tape. So what are you gonna do?
I circumvent or I go around the area and look for like the least police heavily guarded entrance, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I go up to one of the policemen and say, state my name, state my title as, class representative. It's like, I have seen one of our students walk in to this protected area, and I demand to be let in to retrieve him. This is a huge break of protocol.
He says, what? No students have been allowed in. That's what the cordon's for.
Yeah, and
He lets you with them.
obviously y'all aren't doing your jobs well enough to
You like
prevent
point him out.
that.
Do you point Ishiro out to the police officer?
I don't point him out. I let him go for a little bit, but I say that I saw this person basically walk through the line where y'all weren't paying attention, and I would like to go and retrieve him before he causes the school or causes a problem at this school.
He's like, look, miss, anybody who's inside the area has been cleared by headquarters. I'm sure you must have mistaken somebody for one of the people you actually know from school. It's understandable. This has been a very stressful day, but please just go home. It's safest for you to go there.
Okay, I'll try to forcefully check to demand that he at least let me in to check. He can accompany me if necessary.
Okay.
Forceful.
He says, all right, I'll go check for you. Just wait here.
That's not what it said. It's a 3.
Yeah, you're still a high school student trying to force talk a police officer into giving into your demands.
Alright, so how many other police officers are around since it's the least guarded area?
There's at least 6 officers patrolling the cordon. And the guy turns around, but he turns his back on you. He's not paying attention to you anymore, and he was the police officer who was stationed at that area.
Like, try to slip past him?
You can try.
Alright.
Anyway, so go ahead and roll to try and slip past, and we'll go back to Becker, Ishiro, who's arrived on the scene of the crater.
Alright, so
Quick work. To run past. Sorry to interrupt, but just wondering.
It's 4DF. Anyway, it's Becker, what are you up to?
Okay, so I approach the crater, and I look down and all I could think about is, thank goodness it's a good day to be a mad scientist because I got me some test tubes to get some samples. So I start picking up some samples so I can bring it back to my laboratory later and do some testing.
Sweet. So you're just taking soil samples then.
Yep.
All right.
And after that, I'm just looking around and just imagining how beautiful of a day it is. You know?
Yeah. You slip a couple of into your coat, and then a moment later you feel a strong hand on your shoulder. And he's like, "Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt, but hey, wait a minute." And the police officer that Akira was talking to has like turned you around to face him, and he can see clearly that you're a kid in a cosplay outfit.
Awkward.
He's like he like radios like, Unit 27, this is Unit 13. I have a student who's broken through the cordon. Yeah, no, he's not a agent of. He's wearing a fucking costume. Who let this kid in here? Yamane. Oh, Yamane-san.
And then I look at him and say, Yamane, how dare he do such a thing to us?
Shut up, kid.
Yamane, your ass is grass, mister.
He takes you by the arm and just like starts hauling you towards the back towards the police line. And as this is going on, Akira has slipped underneath the police tape. And what kind of approach are you using?
They're terrible police.
Sneak.
Really?
Okay, so you pull a solid snake and just kind of stand where nobody is looking at each moment, and just like use really good situational awareness to always be behind something if anybody is looking in your direction. And you make your way past. You use the distraction that caused by Ishiro and the police officer to get in close to the crater as well.
All right, start looking around.
But there is no cover once you get to the crater.
That's fine. I quickly start looking around, see if there's anything I can find.
The only thing here is just broken earth.
Is there any way to basically, or I would like to basically just like scan for any residual information or energy that might be there?
Okay, just I guess give me a clever or a careful.
So what's an empty crater?
Whatever.
Yeah, it's an empty crater.
Damn.
One.
You can definitely tell that what I told you earlier
Mhm.
came from this spot. Other than that, you can't really tell anything else. And both Ishiro and Akira hear a strange noise as a helicopter appears overhead and starts circling the area. And this is not this is not a news helicopter or anything. This looks like some sort of military vehicle.
Can Kenji go to the roof of the building?
Nearby building?
Huh?
A nearby building?
No. Can I not go back into the school?
No, the school's closed.
Yeah, what's the next closest building?
There's several in the vicinity. You're gonna have to sneak your way upstairs and to the roof.
That's why I was asking what the news. Okay, fine, I'll do that.
You just pick a building. Say the Makihabara complex or something like that.
Sure.
The local pachinko bar.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. There's a military helicopter circling overhead, and a few moments later, big reinforced armored vans start pulling up into in between the emergency vehicles. Each one of them on the side of it has in big letters Aegis.
I duck out of the area.
The police officer who's got Ishiro by the arm starts hauling him out of the cordon, and he's about to put you into the back of a squad car when the vans pull up and the backs of the vans open up, and out come a bunch of armed PMC troopers and a bunch of guys in hazmat suits. And he just kind of looks alarmed and like looks back to you and then looks at his shoes and back to Ishiro and then back to the hazmat suits. And the hazmat suit guys just like duck under the cordo, and a bunch of the police like say, "Oh wait a minute, who you?" And then a guy, one of the armed guys, steps up to him, sticks some paperwork in his face, and shuts the police officer up. And the armed guards start taking positions around the perimeter. And one of the guys in hazmat suits comes up to you and the police officer Ishiro, and he sees the both of you, and he questions both of you and says, "Have either one of you entered the zone of impact?"
I look at him and say, "Why, no, sir. I'm only a student here. Why in the world would I ever do such a stupid thing?"
And he looks at you and then looks down at the dirt on your shoes and your knees, and then back to the police officer. And the police officer says, is it radioactive? Is it toxic?"
Before anyone can answer, I look back and say, "It's dirt. It's everywhere. How can it be radioactive?"
Easily.
The guy in the hazmat suit, like you see him like put his hand up to where his ear would be, and then he nods his head, and he says, then another trooper comes over to where you guys are, and takes both of you into custody and starts moving you towards one of the vans.
This is a crappy day to be a mad scientist, then.
And you're about to get to the van when suddenly a searchlight pops on from the helicopter that's circling overhead, and you hear like over a loudspeaker it just says perimeter breach, and all the armed troopers suddenly snap to attention and move off in a random direction, and the guy in the hazmat suit also like dashes off in another direction, leaving the two of you dumbfounded standing there. And moment later, you hear these weird popping noises. That give me a clever approach real quick.
All right. Do you want me just to roll, or just tell you what I'm gonna do at this point?
You just tell me what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Or tell me what you want you're gonna do, and then roll for it.
Okay. I'm gonna use this opportunity to try and get away by like quickly taking my arm and just like ripping it out of the police officer's hand, because he's obviously dumbfounded, and I'm assuming that he's so dumbfounded that he has no idea what to even do, so his grip slackens.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll work. And you're just gonna dash off?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna dash off. So let's see if I can't do this correctly. Clever. All right, did it right.
No, you didn't. It's 4DF.
Can't work with 4D.
Aww.
Feels so unaccomplished.
4DF. There you go.
Nice.
Even better.
That is awesome. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
away.
you jerk out of the cop's arm before he even has a chance to react. You're already behind the van and sprinting down the street. And he's just like, "Hey, wait, stop!" And then he gets pounced on by one of the armed troopers and driven to the ground.
Jeez.
I keep on running, and I'm actually running. I'm going to be running in the direction of my laboratory, which is not too far away from the school, because the school has some awesome utilities and whatnot and utensils I can use for my experiment.
Well, in any case, you exit the scene.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what is Kazuma up to right now, Kane?
Trying to get back to Kane.
Shit's been happening for like the past 30 minutes.
Yeah, jeez, Moses.
And I haven't had a chance to actually read through it because I've been running the game.
And no, it's because our RP is best RP.
Well, can we rewind
Okay.
and get a recap
Essentially
on
what happened was, remember how I kind of left her there because she was being meek about answering my question?
Yes.
She Kane texted Kazuma with a, "Is your ride okay? Is your ride okay? I wish I could have joined happy kawaii face." And he felt like super shit, so he started cussing out his driver and told him to turn around because he knows she's gonna kick his ass next time he sees her. So he's turning around to try to fix it. So he's trying to pick up Kane again. Note that his personality completely changes when he's not around his classmates.
Okay. Your driver slams on the brake, does a drift and U-turn into the other lane, causing a bunch of the cars around him to honk their horns at him and start yelling insults. And he speeds back towards the school just in time for you to see through the sunroof in your company car a military chopper headed towards the school.
I'll just grunt.
And
I wonder what's Aegis doing here.
yeah. When you get back to the school, this military chopper is circling overhead, and Kane is waiting for you on the curb.
Are you waiting on me on the curb, Kane?
Mm-hmm. She's just gonna be like excitedly like flouncing up and down on her toes.
All right.
Flouncing?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of just
Alright.
bouncing off of her tippy toes excitedly.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll kind of throw the door open. I am so sorry.
And she's just gonna shoot you like a super like kawaii happy face, and she's gonna like slide in and shut the door, and she's like, "Oh, you didn't have to come back for me," but she's gonna like kind of like squeeze your shoulder a little hard.
And he's going to like freeze with pain and terror at the same time.
But she's just gonna keep like the super happy face on, and then she's gonna
Yeah.
let go.
Terror. Abject terror.
You see the driver adjust his rearview mirror and say, "Young master, we should leave the area," because in the rearview mirror you see a bunch of Aegis armored trucks heading towards your direction.
I'll say, thank you, Gojo. Let's go. Means a lot.
Gojo nods, says hi, and then spins the wheel around hard and starts going in the opposite direction. He doesn't speed off because he doesn't want to get Aegis' attention,
But he
and
doesn't
all the
waste any time.
all the vans rush past you at high speed.
Hmm.
Something's going on.
And I'm glad we're not in the middle of it.
Right. So he'll just kind of sit there like, super like stiff. He's like, someday.
And Kane's gonna be like playing with her hair with her finger and be like, "You can say that," and she's gonna like look at like kind of her blouse and be like, "Ah, it's so dirty." And she's gonna kind of like adjust it a little bit, trying to show just a little bit of skin, but can't really bring herself to do it.
And he's going to be looking away the entire time, so he's completely oblivious to it.
Like, I wonder what those armored trucks were doing.
Yeah. Over there. Oh, look, a bird!
Anything other than boobies.
Yeah.
All right,
Doesn't look like
everybody.
it, like scratches under his nose thing.
Everybody gets back to where they stay for the night, basically, wherever that is. It's going to differ for each person. The nightly news says that it was that Aegis has released a statement saying that it was some sort of downed telecom satellite, and which they have recovered, and the school should be open tomorrow morning with no problem.
Damn it.
There's no danger.
Well, that's good.
Hogwash. There is always danger.
It's not science without danger.
I'm gonna ask my dad if he knows anything about it. Moses.
I'm going to ask the shrine's main seer if she knows anything about it.
Your dad has no idea. But neither one of your dads has any idea. What's going on, Ishiro? But one of them says that knowing.
What's the point of having two dads if they don't know everything?
God, they know nothing.
One of them says knowing Aegis, though, he doesn't think that's the full story.
Okay, figured not.
Kane, what were you doing again? Ask one of the Shrine Maidens?
No, I was going to ask the shrine's main seer if she happened to know anything.
You find the Shrine main seer. She's actually resigned to her quarters, and as you're on your way to see her, one of the other Shrine Maidens tries to turn you away and say that the seer is feeling unwell right now.
Kane's going to offer to take care of her and fetch her some soup and ramen and water and stuff and go tend to her bedside.
They trust you pretty well at the Kimagori Shrine, so the one Shrine Maiden is impressed with your initiative and sends you away to do just that. And you come back with a tray of noodles and green tea, and are allowed in to see the seer. She's lying on her little floor mat thing with a hot moist towel over her forehead. And, like, one eye opens as you come in, and she says, "Ah, Kane, it is good to see you. Unfortunately, I can't reach you formally. I'm kind of indisposed at the moment."
Kane's going to be like, oh no, that's fine, like, really sweet attitude. And she's going to kind of come over and set the tea, like, down next to her and take sit down on her knees. And she's going to offer to help sit her up and give her some of the tea.
So you help sit her up, and as you're doing that, your phone goes.
And I will check it out as soon as I'm done tending to the seer.
Okay. You get some food into her, and she says, "Thank you, Connie. This is exactly what I needed. I had a troubling vision earlier."
Kane's gonna say, I am here to help for both physical restoration as well as emotional. What can I, perhaps enlighten me with your troubles?
She tries to explain it the best as she can. She's like, you know that here at the Kimagori Shrine we are tasked with protecting the world from evils, both great and small. However, I have not felt such a strong vision in some time. There is something coming soon, but I have not been able to figure out what it is yet. And I need you and everyone else in the shrine to be on their guard. Constant vigilance.
Yes, Seer Domo. We'll make sure that our training does not falter.
She says, I have faith in your abilities, and I know you will. I said I know you will take care of the shrine. Or sorry, I'm making it sound like she's dying or something. No, she says says, "Yes, I have faith in your abilities, and I know you will. Know I can count on you to do the right thing when the time comes."
And Kane's
But
gonna take like a deep, respectful bow at the praise, and she's gonna offer like a little bit, to refill some of the tea and stuff as she listens to her.
she says, "By the way, Kane, did if I'm not mistaken, did something happen at your school today?"
Kane's gonna kind of like take a few measured moments to pour the tea out as she kind of reviews what she knows about the situation. She's gonna hand it back to her and say, "Yes, you would be correct, although that doesn't surprise me, Sierra Domo." And she's gonna kind of fill in what happened. That there was a light that kind of streaked across the sky out of her perception, and she only became aware of it when there's a loud crash and a ejecta and errata, ejecta and everything came up and started up a giant dust cloud. She's gonna recount that she grabbed Kazuma and brought him up to the bleachers just to kind of get a good layout on what's going on, but she couldn't perceive anything into the ash cloud of what happened. A good number of students were in there, and I didn't even see if most of them came out.
She says, "I see. It's a good thing that you protected young Kazuma."
And Kane's gonna like blush slightly, but try and hide it.
He says, and the seer says, "Kane, I fear something may happen at your school in the near future. Whatever happened today, I think it's connected to the growing evil that I sensed earlier."
She's gonna kind of like nod and say, "Sierra Domo, I will stake my life on defending the honor of our shrine, upholding its tenets, and serving the Kimagori family. You can count on me."
Yep.
Moses kind of cut out. What happened? Moses.
Moses is gone.
Oh no.
Never to return.
Aw, boo. Power cut out. Well, it's time for me to go to the restroom and fill up my water bottle and get some food.
Okay.
Because it seems like both Leah and Moses are gone.
Yeah.
It's like they live in the same place or something.
I know.
No, right?
So strange.
I don't understand.
We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this.
It's a mystery, you guys.
Let's go get in a van and go solve this mystery.
But first, let's split up.
See what's going on.
Alright, who are the teams?
Not it.
I'm on Kazuma's team.
Okay, Rakura and I are on a team, because why not? There you go.
Yep.
Teams.
So there's that. That's happening.
Okay, so we'll do that then until they come back.
I don't know if they'll come back or not, you know.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
their power's back, so.
I was back?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
I went to go get a pizza. I thought I was going to have a reprieve.
Sorry about that. Our power cut out.
That's okay.
Yar.
That was not okay. You should fix that.
Was
That
not
is-
okay.
We just started a Scooby-Doo episode while you were gone.
I didn't know how to handle your absence. It was scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a little weird. Like, the power just, went out. It's not even raining or anything over here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So anyway, the scene at the shrine finishes up. You can go back to texting your not boyfriend.
Yay.
How many of you are going to be sneaky and try to go back to the school tonight? To see
Me!
what happens?
Me?
Yep.
That sounds like a whole lot of not my problem.
Yeah, that doesn't interest. Is Kazuma sneaking?
No.
No, then I don't care.
I have no choice. Like, my best friend just disappeared.
Oh yeah. Did you tell anybody that Shoko went missing? Given what you saw.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Because, reasons.
Because of reasons. Yeah.
Right.
Reasons.
Well, I'm gonna go to the school because I'm letting the little samples I got. They're kind of cooking, and I figured, you know what? Let's go back to the school because
Actually, you can run an analysis on those samples real quick. Give me a clever or a careful.
all right, I will give you a clever for 100.
So what's the bonus if you use one of your aspects to roll? +2?
Yep.
Boom, 4.
Okay. You pull out of all the diagnostic equipment you've scrapped together out of like broken down microwaves and PCs and other sorts of electronic equipment you'd find in somebody's like old garage. Like you basically have a laboratory like Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yes.
And doing some analysis on these dirt samples. They've been highly irradiated by tachyons, and this tachyon residue, if you remember correctly, is a side effect of time travel and time traveling portals.
Darn you, Terminator. They're coming. They're all coming.
I knew it.
So something with this, you think something must have ported in and either caused the explosion on the ground, and then or ported out after it hit.
I am super excited about this because it's interesting. So I'm going to go back to the school, but before I leave my laboratory, I'm actually going to grab some special gloves that I made and bring them along with me so that I can defend myself from jerk police officers.
Okay.
They're my special gloves.
They are my special gloves.
So the people who are going back to the school tonight are Ishiro, Kenji, Hoshi, and who else? Akira. That's right.
And that is it.
Yeah. What?
Did you know about what the time is for this? Because I've got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah, we'll do this little scene, and then I'll wrap it up and head to bed. I don't want it to drag too long. We might have to speed things up to get more than to get an entire
Episode done in a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the first session, so it's going to be moving a little slower anyway.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, let's see. You four arrive at close to the same time at the school after dark. The emergency vehicles are all gone. The tape is still there, but it's just a caution tape. It's no longer a police line. Do not cross. And there's holy shit! What is that?
Oh, it's the
That was
Terminator! He's coming! He's here!
It's my alarm. Sorry, guys.
Suddenly, this beeply bloodity bloop pops out of the ground and
That's
starts
nice.
charging it. No. Anyway. The school is closed. There's nobody there. Doors are locked on the for most of it. It's just like a regular school building after dark. There's some like floodlights on that like burn all night long. And over near the crater, there's some construction equipment that has been parked there, but they haven't started repairing the damage yet. No sign of Aegis. Who's got the highest quickness out of you four?
I've got 2.
Mine's 1. It is awful.
2, 1. What else?
2.
What is yours, Leah?
2.
And Hoshi's?
1.
Okay. So Akira and Kinji arrive at close to the same amount of time. I assume like you guys rode bikes or something.
Skateboard, sir.
Skateboard? Okay.
Skateboard.
So, Akira, you get there and you stash your bike in some bushes so nobody knows somebody's there, and you hear coming up the road behind you the unmistakable sound of somebody on a skateboard.
I turn and look to see who it is.
I can't really make it out in the darkness at like this distance, but it's a tall, lanky-looking figure. You can't see what his face looks like because there's hair over his eyes, which means you probably do recognize his haircut as Kinji Takahashi, the school delinquent.
Like there's only one of me.
Yeah, I furrow my
I'm the only
brow,
one.
and I'm slightly angry
Full delinquent.
because he is one of the thorns in my side at this school, just because of his disrespect of the rules.
And as he gets closer, are you going to confront him, or are you going to like hide from him?
I'm gonna be like in the bushes, but as he gets closer, I'm just gonna step out and call out his name and ask him what he's doing here.
So Kinji, you get up to like the main like right before you get to that circle that I have in the picture. That
I'm
circle.
sorry, I did not see a circle.
The picture of the school.
Yeah.
You see how the drive has like a roundabout circle in it?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you drew a circle on there.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah.
You get about to that roundabout circle, and Akira Moto steps out from one of the bushes and just calls out your name, startling you.
I stop and get off my skateboard and pick it up and look at her. Her, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bonus points if
Look
you
at
do
her.
a kickflip and pick it up.
No.
Yeah, if you wanna roll flashy and make it into something cool and like turn your startle into like I meant to do that.
I don't have a flashy.
Oh. Well, then you visibly startle and you just kinda get off your skateboard.
That's okay.
You don't look very cool at all.
I'm not trying to look cool.
Tough kids pick up their skateboards. They don't just kick it into their hands. Jeez.
Kinji, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? After dark, school is closed.
You'll be right back.
Trying to figure out what was going on.
For the class president. This is something I would do, being on school property after hours. You, on the other hand.
This is something that disrupted the school function. I must figure out what was going on here.
Well, they said school was going to be open tomorrow. You couldn't just figure that out in the morning?
It disrupted it for a whole day. We were let out early.
Oh, I'm so
Do you
sorry.
not
You
see the
couldn't
problem
get your
with this?
studying done.
You just don't understand why the school needs to function at its optimal capacity.
It's a school. We're going to be out of here in like 2 years. I'm not really concerned.
I shake my head, walk towards the impact site.
At this moment, two more people, another person in the starts coming up the path. Hoshi, do you ride a bike or are you running?
I'm running.
So you guys, as Akira starts to turn to walk away from Kenji, both of you hear heavy footsteps as somebody comes jogging up the path behind you two.
I'm gonna turn and see who it is.
Coming into the light of one of the fled lamps that's still on is Hoshi is it Tomodachi?
Yeah, Tomodachi.
Hoshi Tomodachi. Tomodachi-san, the super energetic friend, tries to be friends with everybody, and I don't know how you guys feel about that.
You know, we got a real party going on, and just turn around and walk away towards the thing.
Towards the school?
Towards the hole in the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like run up to them. I'm like, holy crap! I wasn't expecting to have so many people here. You guys are interested in what was happening at the
I'm just walking. Just walking.
Holy crap, friend gang.
I'll start walking as well, but
Too much energy
talking
for me.
to her, basically saying like, yes, this is severely impacted the school for some reason. We had ages here, so we're trying to figure, or I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know what he's doing here.
None of your business. As I'm walking away.
Probably looking for a place to get high.
Totally. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the middle of that circle. And
But just smoke a fat one. Just
light up.
Be like, here's your evidence right here, bro.
Everyone's gonna come into school tomorrow morning. I'm just gonna be stoned in the middle of the hole.
Ishiro Kenshin arrives on the scene. Did you ride your bike, or do you have like a motorized bike or scooter that you built
he has
yourself?
a moped.
Becker.
That's fun.
Yeah. So I have I actually have a bike that I created. And yeah, so I ride up on it and kind of just spaced out as I'm driving.
And you see, you're kind of spaced out, but something shakes you out of it. You see 3 people down in the impact site crater.
I walk up to them and I be as eccentric as possible and just say, "Oh, my lovely students, what are we doing here tonight?"
Back.
So yeah, you hear this voice call out that, and you're like, "Oh shit, is it a teacher?"
No, I don't
Turn
think
to
that.
look at him and realize, oh no, it's not. It's Ichiro.
It's that crazy kid. I say. It's
But-
that crazy kid.
Since
We're
I see
trying to
him,
get to the bottom of this.
yeah, since I see him walking up, I walk up towards him and ask him, like, I saw him enter the impact site dressed in a suit for some reason, and the cops let him pass. Did he figure anything out while he was here?
So I respond and I say, "Of course. Why wouldn't I have found something? I mean, I'm back here.
I quickly shut him up and say, just tell me what you found out.
I then say, information doesn't come free. Everything has a price on it."
And for you,
Whoa.
you have to make out with me. Oh god, the aliens are attacking!
Oops, the analysis is done.
And it says you're a bitch.
Let me check this. Reach in his pocket, pulls out a middle finger.
Oh, and that's the doomsday clock that says we're all,
Yeah,
done.
so Ishiro tells Akira that nothing comes for free. What's your price for your information?
Well,
By the way, both
I could get you a coupon from the Kawaii collection stuff.
this is valuable information. You really need to pique my interest.
yeah, both of these girls are also fairly attractive, and I guess Kenji looks pretty good too if you're into that. He's got that emo scene look going on.
Well, what about saving someone?
I'm not into science.
Well, I turned to her and was like, saving someone? What do you mean?
And then I think about it, and I'm like, one of my friends disappeared.
You saw what happened at the crash site?
And then I kind of like hit my head and start running around in circles. Like, what do I do?
I go up to her and I put my arm around her and say, "This is information that I could sink my teeth into. How about you tell me what you saw, and I'll tell you some of my information." And I kind of like walk her away from everybody.
Nice, Becker.
Dude, you're a dick.
Alright, so the two of you go off by yourself and start talking in hushed tones. What are,
Alright.
Can I roll sneaky to like follow?
to just like stand kind of out of the way and listen really hard? Yes, you can do that.
Yeah.
I want to do the same thing, and I'm going to tag overclock.
Is there a way I could like roll clever to make sure that?
Yeah, you can roll clever, and you're rolling against their sneak to try
Can
and
I-
eavesdrop on you.
Okay.
Can I roll? Can I like put ages from in my life as a +2 to that? So it's never mind. Don't worry about it because it won't do it anyway. You can't hear me because I can't hear you.
You can I can hear you. You're saying, can you tag Aegis ruined my life? Is Aegis ruined your family? Is that your trouble?
It's an aspect.
Okay.
So that would be a 2.
If you could explain how that works, how that would help you in this situation.
Because
Any information is good information.
any information regarding the situation about ages is good information. Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying extra hard because
Yeah.
Aegis.
Do I need to roll again or just add 2 to that? Cause I
You can
forgot.
either re-roll for a fate point or add a +2 for a fate point.
I'll re-roll it.
Okay, and Becker, you need to roll
Now
your
it's +4, right?
yeah.
That's my
Becker,
default.
you need to
Why not?
because it's either you spend 1 to re-roll or spend 1 to get a +2.
It's
No,
either.
a +2 on top of my +2 for sneaky.
You either re-roll it for a fate point or you add the +2 for a fate point.
Yeah, you can't, because you
You can't do
already
both.
rolled, so you
You
have
can't
to
re-roll with the
re-roll.
+2.
I'm so confused.
Okay, when you spend a fate point to tag an aspect, you can either tag that aspect to get a +2 to what you rolled, or you can tag that aspect to re-roll a bad roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Anyway, Ishiro is super sneaky, and neither one of you hear a thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with saying, you want me to help you, and I want you to help me. So that must mean that we're friends. So we got a fist bump and have an understanding that we're friends now. Okay?
I look at her and all I can think about is this is getting more interesting as the night goes on. So I cautiously kind of put up my fist because I have no idea.
Are you
what's
wearing
going
your
on.
special gun?
I actually
I
just
hope so.
realized that I'm wearing them.
Oh, yay.
Okay, whatever. Fine,
So
fine.
I actually, before we fist bump, I actually shout, "Wait!" and I pull off my glove and say, "Man, that could have been really bad."
Yeah, dude.
Okay, we can fist bump now.
Okay, so we fist bump. I'm pretty strong.
I say, "Congratulations." So what's this information?
Okay, so my friend, well, when the whole thing hit, we came and we got down to the crater, and there was this weird Nike swoosh with green stuff on it, and she touched it, and then she and the thing disappeared.
I got some Air Jordans 3099.
Did everybody go out?
No, we're still here.
Okay, it just got like super quiet.
We were all taking this information in. All right. So is there any more information, or is that
I think that's it.
Okay. So I look at you and I say, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay.
So,
So
can you help me get her back?
as I'm putting back on my special gauntlet, I say, I think there may be a way. I'm still running some tests, but I can tell you something about what I found. And since I am a man of my word, I will tell you. But just brace yourself because this is some very awesome information. And I put up my hands and start waving them like jazz hands, and I say, time travel.
And then, like, I just stare for, like, a few seconds. And then I, like, scream, that is amazing. Wait, so she's time traveling? Well, how are we going to find her?
I look and say, well, that is
I
why
have a time machine.
So Ichiro's being quiet, but is Maki being quiet?
I'm chilling out back in my house. I'm not one of the people that decided to go
Or not
investigate.
Maki. Who is
Kenji.
your turn? Kenji, yes.
Now Kenji is Leah, and Kenji is totally being quiet
Okay.
because she's standing next to you. Hoshi is who you're talking about,
Yeah.
and Hoshi,
Well, when she said that that's the amazing thing, she said that really, really loud, but then she got hushed back to her normal talking. So the only thing that you definitely would have heard.
So I shake my head, but I tell her that she can't tell anyone anything that
What?
I told her.
Oh, yeah, you cut out.
Becker,
Becker's gone.
are you alive, Becker?
No.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
No, you keep cutting out.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I tell her that I don't tell anyone this information because information is obviously very valuable, and to tell anyone else about this information is to betray our friendship that you claim that we have.
Tomodachi for life. I'll never tell.
I say excellent. Now let's go back to this group and see if we can't find a way to get your friend back.
I like this. Good job, guys.
How many fate points did I start off with?
You have 3 to start off with. So if you've spent 1, you have 2 now.
Do they refresh every session?
Yeah. So they come back from they refresh to at least 3. If you have more than 3, it stays that number.
Okay.
They come back from their little huddle, and you 4 are now once again all standing in the same crater thing. And at this point, all of you see a bright flash of green light from the second floor through the windows on the second floor of the school.
I go that way.
Yeah. As we are, or I follow. I don't know if the other two do yet. Is everybody going?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going, yeah.
Well, then
Yeah,
I asked
sounds like fun.
Hoshi on the way, whatever you and Ichiro talked about, you did mention something about your friend or wanting to save your friend. Can you at least tell me about that?
I'm talking to...
Akira, the tiny
Akira.
little pink-haired tall girl
Okay.
who's dressed in kind of a goth Lolita outfit at the moment.
Yep.
Okay. Well, do you know... What's her name again?
Shoko.
Oh, right. Do you know
Shoko Tomii.
Oh, yeah. Do you know Shoko Tomii?
Yes. I know most of the individuals at this school in some way or another.
Yeah. She's disappeared from the cave, the thing.
Crater.
The crater. I tell him that that you were, when we went to the crater, I heard her, and then she disappeared.
Was she doing anything when she disappeared?
I'm not sure. It was Misty.
It was Misty. I silently nod and continue to run towards the green light.
Yeah, the green light just flashes, and then there's nothing there.
Okay, well,
but the
where it
doors,
was.
yeah, the doors on that side of the building are clearly locked.
Gonna roll a forceful. Try to jerk the door open.
Okay. Akira is the first person to reach the door, and she runs up, puts a hand on the handle of the door, braces herself, and rips the door off the fucking hinges.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's why.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna mock her and say, "Oh, look at this damage to school property."
The door bends in half, and the glass panel that takes up most of it shatters with a really loud noise.
God, really? You're gonna have
And,
your council clean this up in the morning?
The door frame clatters, and alarm bells start ringing throughout the school.
Jesus. Hey, way to
That's
go!
awkward.
Way to go, school council president.
Go over, or is there an alarm system?
Yeah, they're like a
Yes, there is.
Go over to it. We will use clever.
clever.
Yeah, it's like all the bells in the school are ringing right now.
Can you roll clever, like,
we'll
figure it
use
out?
Do you
Clever.
want me to short circuit it so that they can stop?
Yeah.
Or that could work.
One of you guys who's
kind
who's
of
good with
student-
technology, you could.
What kind
I rolled
of class
clever to, like,
representative doesn't know the
short
security
circuit it.
code?
I mean, you may, if you could play RP that off, you could probably do that pretty easily.
Wait, what?
Me?
Yeah, Kenji rolled to short circuit it. So.
Breaking
You take a look at the alarm panel. You go over and you find a old mop bucket full of old mop water. You just walk over and you throw the mop water on the control panel, and there's a little, and then all the bells die.
Bam!
You just do a bucket drop and walk away.
Yep.
That's
Nobody
excellent.
was standing in the splash zone.
That was
Um,
beautiful.
I was on the outskirts of all that.
But
I'm
yeah, so nobody's gonna say anything about the little 14-year-old girl, or sorry, 15-year-old.
Don't bring it up. We're going on.
Okay.
No one's gonna say anything about what?
about the.
I mean, I definitely was making, like, scathing remarks about how this door property and, like...
Oh yeah, she damaged the door,
broken.
but she ripped it off the hinges
Oh, I
with
thought you
her
were,
bare
like,
hands.
exaggerating.
I have to acknowledge it because it was just such an impressive display of power. So I'm just like, you are super amazing, awesome.
I just walk over and say interesting as I'm taking notes down in my little scientist book.
Oh.
Yeah, Kenji's just gonna kind of look at her and like, huh, okay,
And I just stare back at her and in a monotone voice say,
I'm a
"You're
him.
gonna die of lung cancer," and continue on.
I'm a him. But it's okay. I'll die happy.
I like this group.
Okay, so you guys hurrying as fast as you can to the second floor, or you gotta try and approach cautiously?
I'm
No, I'm definitely not. I can't not like go. I gotta do everything intensely.
I'll give you a fate point to tag your hot-blooded aspect. To you just run the fuck up there as fast as you can,
Yep, that's
and
exactly.
just be like,
what I'm gonna do.
Shoko!
Yeah. For no reason. Yeah. Okay. Like screaming, just shut up. All right. So I
yeah.
just take off.
Yeah, take a fate point for that, and everybody else, you see Hoshi take off at full speed, shouting Shoko's name as she runs up the stairs.
We'll follow as quick as possible.
Okay, so you all run after her. You get to the top of the stairs just in time to see Hoshi dive into a room where the door has been. Looks like the door has been punched open from the inside.
Good lord.
Akira, do you know this person?
Yeah, and Hoshi, you run into what appears to be the audio-visual club room.
Oh, that's always fun.
And you get inside, and you know that you've been in here like once or twice because you have a couple of nerd friends who hang out and do stuff with the TVs.
Hmm.
You when you get there, you realize most of the flat screen TVs that usually are populate the room on those like mobile trays, that people drag them
Right.
around on.
Right.
Most of them are missing. There's a bunch of VCRs and DVDs missing from the shelves too, or VCRs. They don't have VCRs anymore. A bunch of DVD and Blu-ray players missing from the shelves, and the school's one of the AV Club's prized equipment and one of the school's prized equipment, a actual holographic projector, has also been taken from this room. There's no sign of everything else.
What in the world? Okay, can I roll a clever to kind of get a clue as to what this might possibly mean?
Sure.
Awkward. Yeah, I got nothing.
Well, it's obviously somebody
Stole all the
somebody
equipment.
broke in and stole all this stuff. Stole all this AV equipment.
Mm.
You don't know why, or you don't know who, but you think that this is where you saw that green flash come from. It matches the point on the building where you saw the green flash happen.
Yeah. Is the green flash similar to the flash on the thing when she disappeared?
Yes, same color, bright green, bright neon green.
Mm. I see. So I'm going to, whether or not it's true, I'm going to assume that whoever took Shoku-kun away also took all his equipment.
Okay, and at this point, the rest of the people file in the room behind you, and they find a AV equipment room that's been emptied out. This is kind of heartbreaking for Ishiro, who's a member of the AV club.
Oh, you have to be heartbroken, because then I'll feel heartbroken, because you're my friend.
Somebody took all the cool AV equipment that you're used to working with, Ishiro.
The moment I stepped,
that really nice holographic projector that you were planning on stealing yourself, somebody stole it.
damn it. So I kind of look on, and my jaw just drops, and my hands are kind of like out, and all I could think of is, what demon would do this to me? Why would they do this to me?
Because this
Funny you
is a
should
personal
ask
affront to you.
that. Funny you should ask that particular interrogative, because at this point there's some more green crackling sounds, or green sounds. No, there's some more green crackling.
Sound of green!
The sound of green.
Green crackling.
Flee!
Yeah, there's some more green crackling energy that flits around the room in three spaces, and three humanoid figures.
Not crackling green!
Three humanoid figures materialize in the room with you. Each one of them is
Green!
each one of them appears to be wearing like a skin-tight suit of some sort.
Of green!
But with mechanical-looking panels on their shoulders and
Painted green.
a helmet face mask thing that doesn't appear to have like a visor or anything. It's just like a solid chunk of metal over their face.
Tinted green.
Very
Green.
very bubblegum crisis looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they seem kind of confused for a moment, and one of them staggers and then shakes its head and they look around the room, see you guys, and immediately all three of them at the same time, like synchronized movement, all draw little sidearm-looking things from their waists and point them at you.
No, I point my finger like hard at them, and the other one in a fist, and like, what did you do with Shogakukan?
I look on, shake my head, turn around, and actually go up to Akira because I saw the massive amount of strength, and I actually pull off my gloves, and I go up to Akira and say, "You're gonna need these. Just make sure that you return them in one piece to me."
What?
And I go sit down, pull out my notebook.
Nice.
Becker, take a fate point and just don't do anything for the rest of this combat to actually contribute to it.
I'll do it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good.
That's amazing.
He hands you these gloves, and Hoshi points at one of them and says, "Where is Shoko?" And they all three turn to stare at to stare at Hoshi with their eyeless faces, and they all of them speak at the same time in this kind of like staticky monotone voice. It says, "The interloper is not here. Terminate witnesses."
As
And
they're doing this, I put on the gloves and whisper to Ichiro, "What
I'm
are
not a
these?"
witness. I'm more of a spectator.
in any case, what's everybody post their quickness score?
Just
Wait.
post it.
Yeah, post what your quickness score is.
Oh man.
Excuse me.
We are all gonna die.
Yep.
It's gonna be great.
Not us. We're not
Yeah,
here.
I hope the
Yeah.
ball.
I'm drinking green tea at home. Screw y'all.
Y'all are gonna come to school tomorrow and there'll be 4 students missing.
5.
It's like a whole lot of
I
nothing.
Oh yeah,
It was
5.
my first day. I have no idea who you are, and your lives mean nothing to me.
I didn't really like any of you people, so
As long as Kazuma's safe, I'm happy.
and I'm gonna stay pretty safe because I'm not gonna get any of this shit.
Yeah. Betamax.
I feel like we're gonna end up creating like 2 different factions in this game. Basically, the 4 of us and then the 3 of y'all always off by yourselves doing something.
I wouldn't so much call it a faction as not dead.
All right, so there's 3 of these guys, and Kenji, your delinquent danger senses are kicking in and telling you a fight's about to erupt, especially since these guys drew what look like pistols on you. What are you
Getting low.
doing?
Getting a little hype.
It's your turn. What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus.
Summons Jesus.
It's something.
It's Shinto Buddhist Jesus.
Exactly.
So
Shinto Buddhist Jesus.
Kenji is going to.
not nearly as effective as Republican Jesus.
Are we gonna remove like stuff so I can like? Can I use quick to like throw one of those like TV stands that are on wheels? You know, the ones that they used to bring in when you had to watch movies during sub day.
Yeah, those are.
Is there one of those in there?
Yes,
I would like
that's
to-
what the TVs are on.
I would like to like use quick to like quickly shove one of those.
Are you shoving it with your body? Or with something else?
I'm shoving it with my magic.
You're going to use your telekinesis.
Do I want to help him?
Like, are you going to use your telekinesis, or are you going to just push the cart?
How close is me is it?
It's in the same zone as you. You don't have to worry about ranges. Remember, this is fate.
Well, yeah,
You just tell me what you want to do and roll for it.
I'm just gonna push it with my body.
Alright, so you run behind the cart and shove it towards one of these things. Are you trying to attack him with the cart? Or are you just trying to pin him underneath the cart to take him out of the fight for a little bit?
Yes, that.
Okay, so roll to overcome, or roll to create an advantage with quickness.
Two.
Okay. So yeah, you take the cart and you shove it and pick up speed and just ram it into one of these things and bowling it over, and the cart topples over on top of it, and it's struggling to get out from underneath it. Right now, it has the aspect,
Pinned.
yeah, pinned under a cart.
Too much TV. It's got the aspect too much TV.
Too much TV.
That's the
But yes,
aspect.
it is pinned under the
Too
cart.
much TV.
Akira.
The one that is pinned under the cart. I'm gonna calmly walk over and punch it in its face.
Calmly walk over and punch him.
What do those gloves do?
Yeah, I have no clue what they do.
I don't either.
They're gloves that emit electricity.
The shotgun.
Oh, fantastic. So yeah, roll your approach for punching this thing that's pinned under the crate, or pinned under the thing.
So
I hope
that's
those gloves are
6.
on.
If you're tagging pinned under the crate.
Yes. Are you going to invoke that for free?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And it doesn't really have a skill for dealing with being pinned under an AV cart. So no. As it's struggling, you quickly dart over to it.
No. I don't.
Nope, you're just gonna
I
walk
calmly
slowly.
walk over
Okay.
and punch it in its face.
Okay. As you do, the glove that you hit it with crackles and pops with electricity, and
Green electricity.
I don't think it's green. I think it's regular electricity.
No, it's fucking green. Everything is green right now.
No, the green stuff is for the.
I spend a fate point to impose green.
Kane,
I'm trying to keep the different factions color coded, Kane.
Yeah, you color coded them green.
Yeah, but why would Becker's gloves be green too?
Because science.
Moses, continue.
Okay.
Anyway,
If anything, they're purple.
the gloves emit a flash of electricity as you punch this thing in the face, cracking its helmet, and electrocuting whatever is beneath the helmet. It falls limp and starts smoking.
Like Kenji.
And that's your turn.
Yep.
On the unknown assailant's turn, one of them points its ray gun thing at Hoshi and fires, and a bright beam of green light lances out towards her.
I'm gonna use I'm gonna dodge it using flashy.
Okay.
Mm,
So roll. And try to beat a 4.
Alright, I hope I can do that.
When these things appeared, did I get another tingle?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did. So yeah, you're gonna take a little bit of stress. As what were you trying to do?
I was trying to do a spin drop, but that didn't work out.
So you go for your spin drop and avoid the beam of light, but end up smacking your leg into one of the AV carts and bruising the hell out of it. Your leg goes kind of numb for a moment, but you're gonna be okay. It just hurt like hell, and you take 1 stress. The other one draws a bead on Akira and fires. Another bright green lance of energy shoots towards Akira. Beat a 1, Terry.
I guess we're just doing quick. Ha!
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow. Last time I gave you my special gloves.
Yeah. Do you want to tag a fate point to try and re-roll that or anything?
Yeah, actually I will. We'll tag overclock. Would it be possible for me to use forceful just to like shrug it off, basically?
Or throw something in the way of it.
Yeah, we'll do forceful and throw something away.
But you've already picked quick though.
Oh, okay.
This is and that will be your reroll. So a 4.
Oh, okay, fine.
So yeah, you succeed with style. In nimbly dodging this, let me tell you what that does. Whenever you beat something by 3, it's called a success with style.
Okay.
And depending on what you're doing, defending, creating an advantage, attacking, or overcoming, you get different things. For defending with succeed with style, you get a boost, meaning that you declare a temporary aspect based on what you did that can be invoked by you or any of your allies within the next round. And after that, it goes away.
Let's see. I'm guessing I just throw a desk that's in front of me up, just in the air, blocking the laser shot. Giving people the ability to tag, the aspect, flipping tables.
Okay. So you flip up a piece of cover, basically. Hoshi, it's your turn. There are 2 remaining assailants.
Okay. I'm gonna attack one of them with I'm gonna just like run and punch them in the stomach.
Superman punch?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna attack Flashy. War cry with it.
Okay, roll it.
Slash roll. 40F plus. I'm not doing good.
These guys aren't used to getting into fistfights with teenagers.
Yes!
So yeah, you come leaping over the desk that Akira had flipped up to block the shots, and jump off of it and drive.
Do I get to, if I'm jumping over it? Well, it's too late to tag it. Never mind.
No, it's not too late to tag it. You can tag it. You can invoke it.
Okay, can I invoke that then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that puts me at 3, right?
Yeah. So you come flying over the top of this desk with the war cry in your lips, and Superman punched this thing straight in the stomach. Its stomach is not armored, so it's like, bow! Put all your boxing weight behind it and just deliver one hell of a punch. He crumples under the impact and goes down hard. And Ishiro.
What up?
What are you doing on your turn?
Taking notes. Interesting.
I am. I pull out one of my pens, click it, and I'm taking notes about everyone's fighting style, their strengths, weaknesses, and I'm looking at these bad guys thinking, wow, they're really green. I really need to take some special notes.
I'm gonna pull out my green highlighter.
And highlight the word green.
Something along those lines.
Kenji.
Yeah, doing more observation more than anything
So
else.
we've got 2 of the green dudes down.
Yep, one left.
Can I go over to whichever one is closest to me and pick up its weapon and shoot the one that's standing there?
Absolutely.
I would like to do that.
What approach are you using?
Clever, because it's a clever idea.
Yeah!
Really, though?
If he doesn't notice me, he gets like a -1. And
Holy
he
crap.
totally like succeeded ×2.
Jesus.
Succeeded with style ×2.
To just dodge the shot, then?
Yeah, No, he doesn't dodge the shot. You fire at him, and because he sees you pick up the weapon, and he sees the he sees the bolt incoming, and you see him reach down and press something on his waist, and a green sphere just kind of pops up around him, and the blast bounces off of it and gets absorbed by it.
So they've got shields.
Yeah, he gets the temporary boost force shield.
Okay. Can't do anything else, can I? It's my turn.
Nope, that was your one action.
Yeah.
Oh, and on your turn, Ishiro, go ahead and give me an approach to the type of observation you're making.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a clever, I guess it will be, because the notes I'm taking are pretty much both for us on their fighting style, on our allies' fighting styles. Also, how my gloves are working with someone who is incredibly strong, and then pretty much who we're fighting too.
Yeah. So on who you're fighting, make me a roll.
Okay. On who we are fighting, what do I realize? I hope it's something good.
I hope it's that they're green.
It must be. I mean, it's one.
You don't notice anything particularly helpful yet. You think you might have to study a bit more.
Then that's what I'll do. I'll continue studying.
Akira.
So the last guy has a force fill up now.
Yep.
I am still gonna walk up and punch it.
Okay. So you just calmly walk towards him and rear up again and go, "Pow!" Roll forceful.
2.
Okay. He gets a 3.
Same.
You want to do anything?
I have 1 fate point left. Well, overclock for a +2. Wait, you can tag something multiple times, right?
No.
No.
You can only, or you can tag something multiple times in a scene. You can't tag it for the multiple times for the same role.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I'll still tag it for +2.
Okay. Now, since you've been tagging overclock a bunch, is there any physical toll that it takes on you?
Or
Or is
I could
there,
write that in as.
or is at least is there some indication that you're overclocking?
It's just I move abnormally fast and hit
Well,
abnormally hard. But
Yeah, I know that,
let's
but
see.
like all aspects should be double-edged and
Right.
stuff like that. But like what I'm saying is there like a visual representation other than the fact you're just moving faster.
My body gets extremely hot.
Okay, yeah. So steam starts coming off of Akira. As she winds up for another punch, and it breaks the impact with the shock gauntlet. That crackle. The shock gauntlet basically disables the force field, and the fist punches through, catches the guy right in the jaw, and sends his head flying backwards into the cinder block wall, and leaves like a circular crack where it impacts, and he falls to the ground.
I stand there breathing heavy.
Yeah, and there's just steam rising off your body.
Yep.
And that takes care of all the assailants.
The person that she Superman punched, try to go like slap him awake. Also search the bodies for any clues.
Before you do any of that, I get up and tell you to give me back my gloves before you shock anyone else, especially if you're trying to get information from this person.
Yeah, you have a point. Take them off, hand them to Ikuro.
Those are pretty amazing gauntlets, Ichiro.
Yep.
Thank you. If you want to know more, remember, there's a price.
But yeah. So search bodies, question the dude that is alive.
Yeah, because the other two guys are pretty much dead.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to you searched the bodies. They had the little ray gun pistol. They had the little thing on their waist that acted as a force shield, and they just had their helmet and like the power pack looking things on their shoulders. Everything else is just like some sort of like skin tight suit of some sort.
Make sure that Ichiro gets like one of each of the items to study.
I'm wide-eyed.
Okay.
These guys weren't very strong.
What? But I'm also weary because I look and say, "What do you want in return?"
Information.
Because I'm always under the assumption that everything comes with a price.
Yeah, basically the same information we wanted beforehand. What you had learned with your study there. Very simple.
Okay. I put up my hands the same way I did earlier, start shaking them, and say, "Time travel."
I nod my head and say, "So you found tachyon particles at the site?"
At this point, since I'll say that since Ichiro has revealed that information, I give Akira the rest of the information about the girl, about the shape that I saw that she touched.
As you're sitting there, you hand Ichiro a couple of these devices you've taken, a pistol, and the little force shield thing. As you start going over your stories again, the two bodies of the dead people all of a sudden just burst into green flame and start rapidly decomposing.
Kenji lights a cigarette on the green flame.
The cigarette, when you smoke the cigarette tastes kind of funny, and you think you might have given yourself another 5% increase to lung cancer chances.
So quickly go over to the unconscious one, wake it up, and start asking questions before it disappears or something. Remove all equipment from it.
Yeah, so you take away its gun and force shield thing. Do you try to take off its helmet?
Yes.
You pop the you fiddle with its helmet for a moment, and it's strangely familiar to you. Like, you know exactly how to unlatch it, but you don't really know why. And you pop it up, the visor open, and you're kind of taken aback as the thing staring back at you only has one eye.
I'm just like,
Interesting.
It's got kind of a greenish skin with a big central red eye and a tiny little horn, just like jutting out of its forehead.
is it like in like a cute way or a really ugly way?
Kind of both.
It's so ugly, it's cute.
And it's,
I need no, you don't understand.
yeah.
I need to know.
It's so ugly that it's cute, and it's got a mouthful of like razor sharp teeth.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, well then, if it's so ugly that it's cute, then that means that my character is gonna have a feelings toward this thing, like it's so adorable, like her trouble aspect.
I'll give you a fate point to tag.
Kawaii desu ne.
Kawaii desu ne!
Kawaii desu ne!
And you like eyes sparkle. And you like run towards it and kind of push Akira out of the way.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, he's so cute! Oh,
You're so adorable. You're so ugly. You're so precious.
And it hisses at you with a weird staticky modular voice, and it's like, unhand me, interloper.
I squeeze it because it's even cuter when it's mad.
I walk over with a syringe, and I give it something to knock it out.
You don't even know how that will affect them. First, let's just try to talk to him.
That's boring.
No, this information.
But I could chop it up and get even better information.
You can chop
He's
it up.
talking about knocking it out and chopping it up.
No, and then I just give him this look like, are you insane?
Of course. Doesn't turn.
Yes.
I can't let that happen. I refuse. I won't let that happen.
Insanity's kind of what I do. It's in the MO.
I mean,
You know why they call it mad scientist, right?
yeah, I mean, we could still question it, but I want to take it back for research. And I mean, and
Eventually, I'm chopping it up. I mean,
no, we ask it questions after I knock it out, tie it up. We ask questions, then I chop it up. I mean, I also got to dress my monster costume so I can really get into this.
Like literally get inside of it and wear
Oh,
it.
that's stressful.
Possibly.
Okay, well,
Yeah. So.
I get behind. Akira is the one who said that we should talk to it first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I like
You are
kind of
not-
run behind Akira, and I'm like, you cannot kill this thing, because it's really cute.
You are not gonna let Ishiro do any of
Anything,
this.
right?
I hold up my hands like first we will talk to it.
And as you guys are like having this argument, it starts to crawl away on its hands and knees.
Can I shoot it in the leg?
Yeah.
I would like to shoot it in the leg using quick because it's trying to sneak away.
Okay.
Okay, I get like that painterly style, and I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah. Kenji zaps it right in the leg with the ray beam, and from the impact of the ray beam, the entire guy's entire leg starts to burn with that green flame and disintegrate. And it starts crawling up his body too, and he just starts laughing like.
Oh, god damn it.
Don't chop off the leg, I shout.
And
Well,
it's
do you
gone.
have an axe?
Use the
It-
person.
it's gone.
If-
It's been dissolved.
oh
God
no.
damn it.
Yeah. Still got the school gun.
I walk over to Kenji and slap the cigarette out of his mouth.
Is it still lit on the ground?
Yeah.
Just gonna pick it up and keep smoking it.
Whatever, man. I
I don't hate girls.
I don't care.
Just gonna keep smoking my cigarette.
I just picked it up.
Just pick it
Smoking
up
kills,
the
and I'm
ground.
determined to die by it and it alone.
Exactly.
That's gonna be a new aspect.
Can I do smoking kills?
And that's the only thing.
Yeah. And so then you're all just kind of standing around it and basically
That's
you're
my
just
new.
like,
That is my new aspect of smoking kills.
well.
Well,
then
now
the,
what?
Well, now what? And then the ending credits play.
Okay.
To the laboratory.
Awesome. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I like it.
Oh, music playing. Holy crap.
That's the best. We have an ending.
That was great.
I'm so happy we have an ending.
We need to have like an intro and like a last time on as well
Yeah.
at the beginning of the session.
But yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that'll wrap up the episode 1 of Weaboo Bullshit, and we'll return sometime in the future for Weaboo Bullshit episode 2.
Nice.
Just what
Focus
the hell
on
is
the
going
other-
on?
Focus on the other, everybody else. Since we took up most of this.
Jake, thanks for streaming.
Yep. This has been recorded so that way you guys can all relive your shame.